Hello and welcome. Last week, a friend of a friend stopped by with a trunk full of bike parts. He gave me some vintage and modern saddles, a couple vintage drop handlebars, some Shimano SPD clipless pedals, a few other bits and bobs, and as you see here, some wheels. These include a 700C Bike Nashbar double wall rim, which gives me now an opportunity to learn how to build a wheel, an Araya 27¼ wheel, a 700C Saturae wheel, and the subject of this video, a 700C Mavic MA40 double wall wheel. I'm using a pair of Mavic MA40s on the vintage Bianchi, which I'm restoring, and I'm almost done with that. And these are, in my opinion, great wheels. Unfortunately, the video file for the removal of the Freewheel had an issue and it was not usable, but you can take it as read that I removed the Freewheel successfully. Now, my intent is to clean this up and refurbish it, not to completely rebuild it, because the spokes and such are all in good shape. And of course, now it's raining. And I guess this is indeed proof that I do not know when to come in out of the rain. But hey, after you're 100% wet, what's the difference? This old, brittle IRC tire had a wire bead. And let me tell you, those can be a pain in the hindmost to unmount. And this one was no exception. In fact, I had to resort to using some metal tire levers, something that should generally be avoided. But you gotta do what you gotta do. And after I finally got the tire off, I was surprised to see that the nipple ports had been filled with what appears to be some kind of epoxy. And I sure hope that I never have to replace a spoke and a nipple on this wheel, because that's going to be a lot more work than it should be. At this point, the rain really started coming down, so I took the wheel inside. Turns out I do know when to come in out of the rain. After drying it, I installed a new rim strip, electrical tape actually, a new inner tube, and a spare tire that I had laying around. Now, I didn't record that since there are countless how to install bike tire videos out there, and I'm not sure that me adding another one to the pile would really be all that useful. If you do want to see one, check out the Park Tools channel. After greasing the hub threads, I reinstalled the 6-speed Freewheel. It cleaned up okay. But I'm thinking later on, I may install a Sunrun Mega Wheel 13 to 34 tooth Freewheel. I used one of those on a Mongoose Dolomite that I used to own, and it was a really good upgrade. And other than a straight up restoration, I am not really sure that I'd need a 6-speed wheel anytime soon. I had been prepared to disassemble the hub and axle and repack the bearings, but as you can see, the wheel spins smooth as silk. So I am following the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Even so, I may do that later just to show how. Oh, and by the way, the bike here was also owned by the same guy who gave me these parts. It's a 1982 Peugeot PY10 carbon fiber bike in queue for restoration. If you enjoyed this, there is a link lower left for a playlist, and one lower right for another video that I think you will like. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm truly grateful. Goodbye and have a great day.